getting more details on what Debby should mean for New Jersey as we go into this weekend. It's meteorologist Joe Martucci here. We do have flooding, rain, and a severe weather threat until Wednesday in New Jersey. But this video that I'm recording on Tuesday night is for the weekend and what you can expect. Now, let's get into our notes here. And we'll start off with the timing. Friday into Saturday, that's when this event should be. My last video, I said it could be Friday, Saturday, maybe Saturday, Sunday, but this is a Friday to Saturday event, and Sunday actually looks to be a nice day. So your weekend, not a full washout here, but when it rains, it will pour, and we do need to prepare for flooding rain, especially because of the heavy rain that we have seen mainly in the central and northern parts of the state on our Tuesday and into Tuesday night. Now, there's two scenarios that play for rainfall totals. We'll talk about that. Rip currents and high surf does look likely at the beaches, probably going to start on Thursday and continue through the weekend. So again, Sunday could be a good day to head to the shore, but in terms of going in the water, still may not be the nicest here. Let's take a look at Tropical Storm Debby. So right now, it is a weak tropical storm, 40-mile-an-hour maximum sustained winds. It is slated to go to the north and east, and it's going to the east-northeast now, probably go offshore and then re-enter around Myrtle Beach, South Carolina here as a fairly weak tropical storm. The wind speed could intensify a little bit during this time here. Now, we take a look at the 5-day forecast from the National Hurricane Center, and you see this moving to the north and east. New Jersey is in the forecast cone, meaning the center of the storm has a 66% chance of being anywhere in that cone, meaning New Jersey. But notice the cone has actually shifted to the west with time here, and that's going to go into our two scenarios I'll talk about in a minute. Here's a look at some of these rainfall totals so far, though, from this storm. 21.7 inches in Ruskin, Florida. Green Pond, South Carolina at 14.02 inches so far. You know, the 24-hour rainfall record in South Carolina is 14.8 inches. We could break that. Very well could break that by the time this storm is said and done out of there. So that's the kind of moisture that we're talking about that will be ours as we go into the weekend. We're not going to see these amounts. We're probably not even going to see half of these amounts, but a heavy rainstorm is likely for a period of time. Here's a look at our mid-level pattern here. This is as of 8 p.m. on Tuesday from our German model. This is the Icon model. Low pressure system off the Georgia coast. Notice those yellow areas, though. That is a ridge of high pressure, and that wall of high pressure is just still hanging on enough where it's blocked from going to the north. In Monday's video, that wall of high pressure was much stronger, but it is weakening. Now, as we go to Wednesday, well, now it's gone. Debby's free to move, but the thing is, it's what we call cut off from the main flow here, meaning it's cut off from this jet stream, and pretty much while it's going to meander north, it's not going to move fast to the north, and that's why we have that heavy rain potential in South Carolina and North Carolina. Now, as we take you to Thursday here, this graphic should be for Thursday, apologies for that, you are now looking at this storm that is now in Virginia, but high pressure ridge has built back in, centered in Maine here. Now, the thought is this will get picked up by this trough of lower pressure you see on the upper left-hand corner of your screen, and that will help to move it along. But because of this high pressure, it brings two scenarios. The favored one is it's going to take the path of least resistance, meaning it's going to stay on the outer edge of the high pressure system, and the center of the storm stays more in interior New England, meaning less rain for us. Still a heavy rain event for New Jersey, but less rain for us compared to scenario 2, which would probably just be going right into the high pressure, and that's a heavier rain scenario for us. One that would, make you think about Ophelia last year or Ida. I know if you're in South Jersey, those didn't bring a lot of rain to you, but that flooded the New York City subway systems. It flooded the Raritan River, and even in Monmouth County at the shore, we saw torrential rain from that. But in scenario 2, that's what we're talking about. So scenario 1, the lesser of the two evils, and my favorite scenario right now. You remember from Monday's video, I was saying, well, the high, depending on where the high is, this could either be a Friday-Saturday storm or a Saturday-Sunday storm. Looks like that German Icon model on the left is going to be the one at play. Hence, it's a Friday to Saturday system. Here's a look at our futurecast. This is from Friday to Saturday morning. Where you see those darkest greens move over New Jersey, that's going to be early Saturday morning into Saturday morning itself. and your afternoon is dry. It's probably 6 to 10 hours of heavy rain. Again, probably Saturday morning here, and then scattered heavier rain bands throughout the day on Friday, and perhaps some as we go into Saturday midday. But it does look like, at the very least, Saturday night is dry, and Saturday afternoon could very well be dry as well. Here's a look at the rainfall totals in that scenario 1. 1 to 3 inches of rain. Heavy rain, yes, will cause some flooding issues, but not a devastating rain. This is from the Weather Prediction Center. More of a scenario 2, in my opinion, where you're talking about widespread 3 to 5 inches of rain, and that would cause problems all throughout New Jersey, even in the Pine Barrens where that sandy soil can really help filter that water through. You would also see flooding there as well. And remember, we're seeing rain Tuesday into Wednesday that will be heavy in spots. The ground's still going to be soaked as we go into the weekend. Winds, not really much of a change here from the last video. 30 to 40 miles an hour locally, I believe. Or 35 to 40 miles an hour widespread. 50 miles an hour locally here. Maybe a few areas of wind damage. I'm not too concerned. This is a rainmaker first. So here's a look at our threats from Debby. Go with a low risk for damaging winds here, perhaps at the shore where it gusts to 50. It can knock over a power line or a tree. Not expecting much in the way of that. You see that red there with the flooding rain. That's my biggest concern here. Even a tidal flooding, I went down on that threat level because winds, yeah, they're coming from the southeast as we go Wednesday and into Thursday, but they're fairly weak. By the time those winds pick up, winds more south or even coming from the offshore direction because of that low pressure system likely staying in interior New England. Counterclockwise winds around it. It's more of an offshore flow for us. So, heaviest rain likely Friday night into Saturday morning. I don't believe we're going to see that Ophelia, Ida, or Irene type of rain in New Jersey, but I'm not going to rule it out just yet. Hopefully on Wednesday night when I put out a new video, we can rule that out. It's going to be gusty, but not damaging winds here. No damage is likely. Rip currents and high surf will be likely starting on Thursday, lasting through the weekend. You can follow me on social media on the bottom of your screen for more. Subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. We'll have a new update for you on Wednesday night, and we'll have a sea and sand forecast for you on Wednesday morning.